release burndown. Once a plan is made, the release burndown can be used to track release plan progress. The release burndown works on exactly the same principle as the sprint burndown, but, believe it or not, the release burndown is showing the progress in the release as opposed to the sprint. On the y-axis, we are showing the number of story points remaining in the release. On the x-axis, we are showing the number of sprints remaining in the release. As work is completed from sprint to sprint, story points are reduced or burned down. For example, as shown, 400 story points existed at the beginning of the release. In sprint, one of the team managed to complete 30 or so story points. At the end of sprint 2, the remaining story points reduced only slightly more, usually indicating a less than productive sprint, but as mentioned, early sprints are unpredictable. Over time, we can use this to tell us if we're on track for a given release date. For scope-driven projects, this can be used to tell the product owner whether the release is on track to go live on time. I've used the remaining number of story points and average velocity to communicate progress more than a release burndown. Although I think doing that was a worthwhile practice, I have learned that it should never replace such a simpler, clear method of showing progress as the release burndown. I highly recommend using the burndown as a straightforward snapshot of project progress.